Hey guys, JI with Measure Square here. Today we're going to take a look at purchase orders. So once your proposal, whether it's a bid or quote, once that's complete and approved, it's going to be very simple to create your purchase orders. It is worth noting that for your purchase order process to be automated and to go this smoothly, you have to ensure that you set a vendor for each of your material products, either in the takeoff or in the CRM. But I'm going to go to my approved bid proposal here. That's going to include all my products. And I'm going to head to the right side orders section to add my purchase order. When I click add here, system's going to break down my products by vendor for me. Correct? And you could see, looks like one product here did not have a vendor, so we'll have to figure for that one manually. But in this case, let's go ahead and say, you know what, we want to order our Shaw products. I'm going to select Shaw, click OK, and move into the purchase order editing screen. So when you get into the purchase order, it should pull in your vendor for you, the account number, and any other data that you've entered. So my products are coming in along with their quantities and their cost price. And we have some shipping details that we can add as well if desired. You can always manually edit these quantities or any of these details at this stage if needed. And scrolling down to the bottom, we can add additional details here as well. If I click Save, that's going to bring us to the purchase order preview screen. And this is going to look very similar to some of our other documents, but you can also modify the format of this purchase order using the Order Templates section in the settings. I can also customize the output here by mousing over my document and clicking Customize, going to Display Options, and turning columns on or off as needed. This purchase order is currently marked as a draft, and that's going to be our document status, right? So this can be a draft, it can be sent, approved. This is tracking the status of the purchase order document, right? But to track the status of this material, right, these material products, we have a separate mechanism, and that's going to be on the right side here with category. So category is the status of your physical material, right? So just as some examples here, we have our categories as not ordered, ordered, in transit, partial received, received, staging, and pickup. But you can manage this purchase order category list here as well. So using a combination of the document status and the category, you can actually get pretty good eyes on what's happening on the project just by opening up this purchase order menu, right? Oh, okay, looks like this particular purchase order is in transit and approved. That one's on its way. If we had a few more purchase orders here, we could easily see where each of those are at as well. Change this back to a draft. So of course, when it's time to send out that purchase order, you're going to use the email function in the top right to send it right to your vendor. And once that material is received, should reflect that in the category. And you can also use the order status section to track the receipt of individual products or to track the partial receipt of any of your products. We can also track deliveries if you're using our inventory system. And bills are also a big part of this process. So you notice in the bills section right now, it just says no data. But if I mark my purchase order as approved, that will actually give me the option to convert this purchase order to a bill and bring that through the accounts payable process. Emails, obviously any emails relevant to the purchase order, and files as well. It's also worth noting that you could head to the purchase orders list view on the left side if you'd like to take a look at all your purchase orders across all projects. And this is going to have some pretty strong filters at the top so that you could say, show me all my purchase orders that have been sent. That's really it for managing purchase orders in the CRM. Thanks for watching.